Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're making a stir-fried king oyster mushroom with my favorite sauce, the Sha Cha sauce. Besides the detailed recipe, I'll also share with you some knowledge about the Sha Cha sauce and its alternative. Check it out. Hi dear friends, it's Erica right here. I'm a Taiwanese citizen currently living in America. Cooking and traveling is my passion, so I'm here to share with you my favorite Asian recipes. On top of that, I also make videos talking about food knowledge and the history background of the dish on this channel. So if that interests you, please subscribe and keep watching. What is Sha Cha sauce and its origin story? Sha Cha sauce, as known as Sha Cha or Sha Cha sauce. It is different spelling, but it pronounced the same. And also it has often been named as Chinese BBQ sauce on the packaging, but it is definitely different than the traditional American barbecue sauce that you have tasted. Sha Cha sauce is a Chinese condiment made with seafood such as fish and shrimp, as well as ingredients like peanuts, shallots, chili, garlic, oil, and other herbs. It has an intensely savory, mildly seafood-ish flavor. The consistency is either smooth and liquidy like a sesame sauce, or it could be chunky sometimes as well. The origin of Sha Cha sauce is actually from the Southeast Asia famous sauce, the satay sauce. Back in the day, there was a lot of Guangdong immigrants from China migrating to Southeast Asia, and they learned their food culture and eating habit and bring the satay culture back to Guangdong when they moved back. The traditional satay sauce from Southeast Asia is more herby in flavor and is relatively sweeter. And also because the making of satay sauce is using a local ingredient that is not so popular and well seen in Guangdong. So in order to meet the taste of the local Chinese, the flavor of the sauce started to turn less herby, more spicy, and be renamed as Chinese Sha Cha sauce. Over time, this Sha Cha sauce has also been brought to Taiwan by the Guangdong immigrants, and to meet the local Taiwanese flavor, it turned more savory and aromatic. If you've never seen Sha Cha sauce before, you might wonder, how do you use Sha Cha sauce in your recipe? Nowadays, Sha Cha sauce is still primarily being used in the cuisine of Fujian, Chaozhou, which is a part of Guangdong, and Taiwan. It can add umami flavor to the soup, meat marinades, stir-fry dish, dry noodle, as well as dipping sauce of hot pot, dumplings, and more. I have used Sha Cha sauce on my channel a few times before. I'll leave the recipe link up here and also in the description box down below. And also, if you just type in Sha Cha sauce recipe on Google or YouTube, you will find countless of recipe online. I can proudly say that the most commonly seen and the most popular Sha Cha sauce now in the market is definitely the Taiwanese bullhead sauce. It says it right here, the bullhead brand. Of course, I'll leave a link down there for you. This bullhead brand Sha Cha sauce have the vegetarian type, the normal type, and this one, the red cap, is the spicy type. You can easily find this sauce in any Asian supermarket really, and also online. They have different sizes of packaging. This is the smallest one. In the video later, you will see I have the bigger can for the normal flavor. But I will start with the small one if you have never tasted before. But trust me, you'll definitely fall in love with it just like me. It tastes so good. The unopened Sha Cha sauce can be stored in room temperature. When you go to a supermarket, it will also be on the shelf instead of the fridge. But as soon as you open it up, you have to keep it in the fridge. It can last in the fridge until the use by date on the packaging. I have never wasted any can of the Sha Cha sauce before, and I always bought the biggest can. With that, you can probably tell how obsessed I am with this sauce because it tastes super good. Trust me. Now you have already learned all you need to know about our main sauce today, the Sha Cha sauce. Let me show you the ingredients and teach you how to make this stir-fried king oyster with Sha Cha. Here's the ingredients that we'll need for today's stir-fried king oyster mushrooms with Sha Cha sauce. First, we'll obviously need some king oyster mushrooms. We'll also need some basil leaves, some dried chili. If you want to use the fresh one, you can do that too. It will be more spicy. Here we have some garlic slice as well as scallion white and scallion green. Besides this, all the seasoning and sauce and exact amount will be listed in the description box down below. First things first, let's take care of our mushrooms. To make the king oyster mushroom more flavorful, we want to increase the surface area of the ingredients in contact with the sauce. So we want to slice our mushroom into half vertically, then gently cross-slice both sides of the mushroom to create a cross pattern. These slices will not only increase its surface area, but also cut off the fiber so it's easier to chew later. And when that's done, chop them into bite size and set them aside. Before we start cooking, we also need to mix our sauce. Get a mixing bowl and add in your Sha Cha sauce as well as the oyster sauce. Both of these sauces have vegan options. I'll leave a link below. Taiwanese rice wine, sugar, sesame oil, and black pepper. Mix them well together and set it aside. This mixing sauce can be used in a variety of proteins such as tofu, beef, shrimp, lambs, whatever you want really. So simply just learning this one recipe, you can make a lot of different dishes. And when the sauce is done, it's time to cook. Heat up a pan with medium heat and toss in your mushrooms. We're going to dry fry our mushroom to fry out the essence umami flavor. Pan fry one side until golden. You can smell the aroma of the mushrooms and then flip them around and add in your garlic slice, chili, as well as scallion white. After you flip them around, we can cover it up with the lid to prevent the mushroom juice from evaporating. The reason why we haven't added any oil at this point is because first, mushrooms are like a sponge. It can absorb any liquid that you give it to them right away. So if you add in the oil too early, it can easily turn greasy. And the second reason is because the Sha Cha sauce, the main sauce that we're using today, contains a lot of oil in it already. And there's also sesame oil in the sauce, so we don't really need any extra oil. When you see the mushroom has softened up and started to turn soft and juicy, you can add in your pre-mixed Sha Cha sauce. Depending on the cookware that you're using, you might be able to save up some mushroom juice and you might not. If you open the lid and figure the mushroom is too dry, you can add in 1 to 2 tablespoons of water to moisten up. Stir fry the sauce and the mushroom well together. Make sure all the mushrooms are coated with the sauce. You can add in your scallion green and basil. Now stir fry them real quick, turn off the heat and drop a few drops of sesame oil in for the aroma. Mix, 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 and done! The stir-fried king oyster mushroom with Sha Cha sauce is ready. Wow, look at this. It reminds me of the stir-fried crabs in the night market that I loved when I was still living back home. The sauce is totally covering up all the mushroom, especially in the gaps that we create on purpose earlier. The mushroom is really juicy and flavorful. It pairs perfectly with a bowl of rice. Now, while we're enjoying this dish, let's learn some Chinese, shall we? The word of the day today is Sha Cha Xing Bao Gu. If you translate it straight to English, it's Sha Cha King Oyster Mushroom. The first two characters, Sha Cha, obviously it means Shacha, the sauce that we're using today, and the last three characters, Xing Bao Gu, means king oyster mushrooms. So Sha Cha Xing Bao Gu in English is king oyster mushroom with Sha Cha sauce. Thank you for cooking with me today. Let me know if you like this recipe by giving this video a thumbs up. It's only gonna take you a second, but it means a lot to me. I make a video on YouTube every Monday and Thursday, so remember to hit that bell and you'll never miss out. Last but not least, don't forget to subscribe on my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!